Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. I am Darian, and today I just wanted to talk to you about some ways that you can get unstuck in life. Do you feel like you have been trying to move forward in some kind of way? It just seems like you're continuing to move backwards, or you haven't been able to see the progress that you have been working towards or hoping that you would see in your life. These things may help you to get unstuck, or at least give you some insight to why you have been stuck at a place in your life. I believe that one of the worst feelings a person can have is to know that they're supposed to be somewhere and feel like they cannot get there no matter what they have been doing, or maybe what they think they have been doing. Sometimes we think that we have been doing enough to get to where we need to go, but sometimes you may have to just sit back and reassess what's working, what's not working. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay, this right here is going to require some accountability. So if you're not willing to be accountable, it may be hard for you to get what you need from this video. So continuing forward, just make sure you're able to really sit down and assess the things that you could possibly change in your life to get from that place of feeling unstuck. Sometimes it is what we have been doing, and sometimes it's not. It's just maybe other factors that have made you feel stuck or set back. So the first thing I'm going to say is figure out the root of why you have been stuck or why you feel stuck. These roots could be, but may not be, procrastination, laziness, putting more energy into the more minute, futile things over the more serious things or the bigger things that you want to accomplish. And it could be because of self-sabotage, not feeling good enough. Like you have this vision for where you're supposed to be in life and what you want, but maybe you don't feel like you're good enough to walk it out. So you may work a little bit towards it, but then you sabotage by, okay, now that I've worked a little bit, let me go do this and that and stay busy and focus on this. And you're not really putting all the time, effort, and energy into what you're supposed to be doing at the very moment. Are you dealing with emotional blockages that you need to deal with? And this isn't just about business and physical things. Are there emotional blockages in your heart that are keeping you from having relationships in life that you need, causing you to feel unstuck in that area of your life? Have you not healed from childhood situations so that you're able to allow a healthy love into your life, or healthy friendships, or the different relationships of life? Sometimes the root could be that the emotional blockages, the emotional hurdles that you have not yet tackled. Are there spiritual hurdles that you have to jump over and figure out? And this could be a poverty mindset, and just you've grown up under certain generational patterns. And some people don't believe in curses, but I believe that that is a real thing. Generational curses, why people continue in the same patterns. It's not just only mindset, but it's like a force that's making you go down these same paths that were never successful in the generations before you. So are you dealing with things like that you need to address and fight and break out of? So self-doubt, it's just so many different things that actually could be affecting you from getting to that new place. It's not always just because you didn't want to do it. Sometimes procrastination and laziness is not literally because you're trying to be lazy and you're trying to procrastinate. There's usually a deeper root to things like that. And so you have to figure out, why do you procrastinate? Is it because you're afraid of success? Is it because you're afraid to actually get to the place where you really want to be, but you're not even conscious of that? Why is it that you're able to have energy to do things? And I'm not saying you can't have fun in your life, but the things that are whatever, partying, all that stuff, you have all the energy for that. But all of a sudden, when you start to do something that's going to truly take you to the next level in life, it's like you just become lazy and don't have the energy for it. Not saying that having a good time in life, and it could be as simple as traveling, it could be as simple as just having times that you spend on yourself and important to yourself. It's easy to do those things. You can do those things like it's nothing. But when it comes to the things that's going to actually progress you and move you forward in life, it may seem a lot harder to get those things done. That is something that you're going to have to sit with yourself and really figure out, why is this happening? What is going on underneath the surface that is causing things to be this way? Once you address the root of things in life, you can start to move forward because you realize that those things are no longer playing a part in where you're trying to go. Okay, you guys, so let's get into this next thing. You may be stuck or feel stuck because you need to change your environment. I know this to be true because I'm a person who gets affected by the environment that I'm around. So if I'm in an environment with low energy that does not inspire me, that does not have a certain aesthetic or make me feel good, I find that I start to kind of react based off of that environment. I start to move based off of that environment. I don't always feel motivated in certain spaces and places. And it doesn't mean that it is run down or anything like that. It can literally be a nice place, but if I don't feel like it's a place that inspires me or makes me feel motivated to move forward, I notice that I do actually get affected in certain spaces. So this could mean that you need to change where you live. Okay, don't listen to this video and get yourself into something and say that I told you to do something, okay? Use wisdom and make your own decisions. But sometimes it is as simple as you need to move to a different place. You need to start working in a different place. Like, let's say you work from home. If you just need to get out of the home and go to different places like coffee shops or restaurants or whatever you need to do on your lunch breaks to get inspiration. Maybe you can take walks and things. Change your environment. Do what helps to motivate you to go to that next level. Some people are not inspired to just go to the same place every single day and get work done. And don't feel bad about it. I know as an adult, you're supposed to just have it all together and just pick up your responsibilities. True, we should be able to maintain and handle our responsibilities, but sometimes that may mean just changing the environment that you're carrying out your responsibilities in. You may be a person that is just sensitive spiritually, or just you can pick up on different energy. And so in order for you to effectively get things done, you just need to be in places where they don't pull on your energy and drain your energy or make you feel unmotivated. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is to make attainable goals that you can achieve. Sometimes we get stuck or we feel stuck because we see the bigger picture. We see all the things that have to be done for us to get to the next place, instead of just saying, hey, let me focus on this right now and work towards those things while I can, while I'm working to get to that bigger picture. So make attainable goals for yourself. I'll use this example. Maybe your goal is to be this, big singer, pop star, rapper, whatever you want to call it. If that is your goal, you have to understand that everyone doesn't just wake up one day and end up in that position that they were supposed to be in. The person that's coming to mind is Beyonce. Okay, where she is now, she started performing and singing and all of that as a child. So we don't always get to where we're supposed to be going overnight. Sometimes it does take years. But as you continue to work on the little things, as you continue to put out one song, put out another song, put out an album, and now you're starting to build supporters, and you continue to work and work and work until you get to that day where the whole vision has been met, where you saw yourself years ago. You're finally in that place. So don't get stuck in the big things. Start with the small things. Once you start checking out those attainable goals, it's easier to start managing the bigger things and doing the things that require more of you to reach the vision. Okay, a practical thing that I can give you is to track the progress that you're making in life. So if you're feeling stuck, track the progress that you're making and try to figure out what have you done to make progress. So things that you feel like have not moved forward, if you have written those things down in a journal or somewhere where you can go back and see what have I actually put work into regarding the situation, or what haven't actually done to change to help me get to the new place. Once you're able to really see what you are putting into something and see how you are contributing to something, if you see that it's not really a lot, then it makes sense. Okay, this is why you're stuck, because you're not doing a lot of the things that need to be done for you to get to that next level. And you may be doing things, but maybe you just need to switch up and figure out a new way, a new routine, you know, some new things that you need to do to make progress. The last thing I have for you is to write down what's working. And if what is working is helping you, continue to stick to what's working until it's time to pivot to the next thing. Sometimes you do need to just remain consistent. Even if you haven't seen a big, huge jump into what you're looking to do, remain consistent. It's the small things that eventually do add up to bigger results and the bigger things. So continue to remain consistent in the things that are working for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that put into practice some of these things will help you to get unstuck, or at least get your mind to thinking and wondering why you have been stuck in the same place. Another thing that's coming to mind as I'm ending this video is maybe you just need to stop going back to the past. Stop going to the past, things that may have worked for you, and pivot into the new way. So I hope that you get to see the results that you're looking for. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye.